Oh hi, thanks for watching my video. So, a new expansion pack has been leaked for The Sims 4. Yeah, I know, I'm very late to the party as usual. Well, I wasn't going to make a video on this, but there have been a few changes to The Sims 4 recently, and so I thought I may as well put pen to paper and share a few of my thoughts. So before we talk about the upcoming sex pack, let's just touch on a few things that have been happening lately. The first thing being the statement that the Sims team put out announcing that they now have a dedicated team working on bug fixes and general performance issues with the game. Now, I don't know if you know this, but since I last made a video sharing my opinions, I've become part of the EA Creator Network, but I'm not going to let that sway my opinion. I think 10 years is a perfectly reasonable amount of time to wait before fixing a game. And let's be honest, it's not like they don't do things with a sense of humour. When the community asked for story progression, they just made every sim pregnant. Instead of adding drivable cars, we got cars that drive past your house that you can never drive. The community were asked to vote for a game pack, and the lowest ranked one was Star Wars. So the next game pack we got was Star Wars. I mean, you have to admit they've got some pretty funny fuckers in that boardroom. It is nice to see, though, that finally the performance issues in the game are being taken seriously, or at least we have been told that they have been. I don't think enough time has passed for this promise to prove true, but at least they're doing something. We also now have these login rewards, where you can claim items for the game just by logging in every few days or few weeks or whatever. I don't really have strong feelings against this. I think it's fine if that's what they want to do. I saw a custom content creator take the unlockable objects and just give them away as custom content, which I'm sure is appreciated by the community, especially those who aren't able to log into The Sims 4 several times a week. I was a bit confused though as to why they put a trait on there. That one seemed a bit iffy to me. I kind of feel like gameplay traits should either be patched in or included in a DLC of some kind. I haven't played with the trait yet, but it was a bit confusing. I think the description was, Sims with this trait gain skills faster, even if they're slower at first. So I wonder whether that means your Sims will take longer than usual to get to like skill level 5, but then will gain the skill faster than other Sims after that point. I don't know. I might make a video testing that out actually. How useful is that trait? And the last thing I wanted to touch on before moving on to the STD pack is the pop-ups we're now getting when the game is in launch page or home page. So we now have the game telling us which pack they think we'll love, which is just a randomly generated pack that you don't own. This is really frustrating. It's feeling a bit like The Sims 3 now, where there are just constant reminders of DLC that you don't own. Luckily, when we got the update that included the shopping cart button, a very kind mod creator made a mod that basically just removed it, which I've been using since the day the shopping button was added. But now they're just pushing it even further, and I don't know if it's just my game, but every time I click off the ad, it takes a good few seconds before it goes away. Could just be my PC, but I don't usually have many lag issues or things like that, so the cynic in me is wondering if it's intentional to make it linger for a few seconds. Anyway, that's my moaning over with. Let's talk about the new expansion pack. So apparently we can expect to see the announcement trailer for this pack, supposedly named Lovestruck, on the 27th of June, with an anticipated release date of the 25th of July. This expansion pack is meant to be focused around romance, dating, and it looks like a little bit of woohoo as well. Cupid's Corner is meant to be the name of the new dating app that will be included, which will allow Sims to match with each other and plan some exciting dates. The whole dating system is getting an overhaul, and it looks like there will be several different date types that you can choose from. For example, one of the new interactions is meeting up for a seductive dance. So I think that there'll be something like a dance class or something included as an option for a date night. Picnics as well, I think will be on the list, as there's a romantic blanket included. And another interaction is cuddling in bed. And the pack description indicates that that might have something to do with a date type. I'm not really sure what kind of date you would plan for just cuddling in bed, unless maybe they're just introducing hookup dates. Which, I mean, you wouldn't get any complaints from me. That would make my life a bit easier, actually. And I think there's going to be a date focused around playing games as well, but there isn't too much information expounding on that. I think that it will be a dating system that allows you to choose from the standard type of date that we already have in base game, or one of the 3 new types. I know it hasn't been explicitly said that there are only 3 types of date, But the Sims team usually make a song and dance about every detail in the upcoming pack, so I feel like if it was more than 3 dates, they would write something that suggests that to be the case. So my guess is that the date types will be your standard base game, picnic, dancing, game night, and hookup. That's my guess. Because they can't really be going for a meal, can they? Because they've already sold Dine Out separately. I do think the fact that so many features have been divided up in so many packs has sort of come to bite us on the arse a little bit, because restaurants would have been the perfect addition to a pack like this. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. There might be a way to integrate it. They have made packs cross-pack compatible before, so hopefully there is a plan with Lovestruck so that you can have dinner dates. It also looks like we're getting an attraction system, which introduces turn-ons and turn-offs for Sims. I don't think they've done that since The Sims 2. I don't remember The Sims 3 having an attraction system, but I'm looking forward to that. And there's also notes about dynamics as well, like partners can have a dynamic that is wholesome, steamy, unpredictable, or strange. No, strained, not strange. Which is interesting. I'm guessing they'll just be making use of the dynamic system we already have with growing together, but I wonder if that would override any dynamics between couples from growing together. You know what I mean? Like if I have a couple who have a difficult family dynamic, could they then also have a wholesome, romantic dynamic at the same time? Or will the relationship dynamic just replace the family dynamic altogether between couples? Yeah, I'm mainly interested to see how those two talk to each other, if it does use the existing dynamic system from growing together. We will also be getting the romance skill, which unlocks new and I'm assuming sexy interactions as you go along. That'll be one of my first videos on my list, maxing out the romance skill. I'm looking forward to that. It looks like there will be a new romance aspiration as well, although no mention of any new traits. I'm assuming the romance aspiration will be focused around the new career, which is becoming a romance consultant. I imagine that this will just be a rabbit hole career, but I'm interested to see what sort of daily tasks you would get for something like that. And apparently you do get some heart-shaped romantic unlockable items as you progress through this career. We are also set to get a new Mexican-inspired world with this pack, which will contain 3 neighbourhoods. There will be a new lot trait called Singles Hangout, which I expect will be used in a few lots in this neighbourhood. And there will be some new woohoo locations, although the amount of locations has not been specified. Well, that's pretty much everything we know about the upcoming pack. I don't know how this pack is going to be beefed out enough to be an expansion pack. If I'm honest, it kind of reminds me of a game pack, but I think sometimes I need to manage my expectations, because I've played The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, and so an expansion pack to me is not just a world, it's also lots of lot types. It would be restaurants and nightclubs, but we already have those things. There isn't anything that I've read here that comes across as game-changing, or anything that would give you any more than a few hours worth of gameplay, rather than a full experience of expanding your game. That being said though, this is very much my type of pack. I love playing with relationships in The Sims 4, finding different ways to use the romance system, meeting NPCs and finding different ways to shag them. So I'm generally quite excited. At least the focus of this pack is something I'm actually interested in. And I've been wrong before. When Horse Ranch was leaked, I was quite negative about it and had virtually no interest in playing it. But now, I think it's one of my favourite packs, and I'm not even a horse person. So I'm hoping to be pleasantly surprised. But what do you think? Are you excited for this new Lovestruck pack? I'd love to know in the comments. Okay, so I did finish this video, but there have now been even more leaks with a bit more information. So before I finish this, I feel like we should probably go through these and see what else is going on with this pack. So, some more gameplay features that have been revealed. So under Cupid's Corner, apparently we'll be able to match with Sims from the gallery, and not just the world that we're playing in. That's right, your dating pool includes the entire gallery. Upon reading that, I kind of feel like that's a bit overwhelming because there are thousands of Sims on the gallery, but who knows, maybe they'll implement something where you can use like a specific tag or something, so that you can make Sims that are like eligible for the dating lifestyle. I don't know how they're going to do that. I'm already getting the feeling that we might have a few bugs with that feature, but we'll see. The app has 3 sections. In About Me, take a selfie for your Sims bio and choose which traits to display. I mean, for those of us that have mods, or specifically use the Meet and Mingle app from the Relationship and Pregnancy Overhaul, probably already have a little bit of experience with dating apps in The Sims 4. And in that mod, you do get a pop-up that's got a little photo of the sim along with their traits, and then a little bit about them. So this looks like this is kind of similar, only I guess slightly more beefed out, because you can take the selfie yourself. And you also have a saved tab, so you can put all your favourites in your contacts or create a date for them. So it looks like the dating app might be slightly more beefed out than anything we've had so far, even with mods. And then under dating, you can create a date, choose which type of date you want to have, select the venue, invite more Sims, and choose your activities. So I was wrong earlier when I was talking about the dates, thinking you'd only have to choose from a select amount of dates. Looks like actually it's all going to be totally custom, and you can choose what kind of dates you have, which to me means that you can integrate going to a restaurant and going for a dinner date, which is good. It looks like it might be completely customizable. You could do a date in the spa if you like. And it says here that you can change the venue of an in-progress date. Wink, just like in real life. So basically, if you're out for dinner and you decide that you want to invite someone back to your house, you can do that. Good to know. Sims have new ways to connect with new games and a grown-up costume box. That seems a little bit risque for The Sims 4, but I'm all for it, so I guess we'll be doing some roleplay? They can feed each other from shareable treat boxes, cuddle in bed, or share special moments in the romantic blanket. This portable blanket is always there for you, whether you want to snuggle, kiss, or woohoo. Just remember, love can be dangerous. Sims who experience too much back-to-back heartache could die of a broken heart. Okay, so we've got a new death type. That will be a challenge for me. How quickly can I make my sim die of a broken heart? And then we have romance dynamics, hot or cold. Romance dynamics exist between Sims in relationships. They can be chosen by you and create a sim or developed through gameplay, and they can change or disappear through gameplay. And then they have the 4 dynamics that we already knew about from the previous leak: wholesome, steamy, strained, and unpredictable. I guess I still kind of have the same questions though from the last time I spoke about this a few minutes ago as to how that's going to work with the growing together dynamics, but I guess we'll just see. How attracted Sims are to each other will influence their behaviour. Sims can become more or less attracted as they learn about each other's turn-ons and turn-offs, categories that include activities, characteristics, fashion, and romance style. In a relationship, each Sim can have a different level of romantic satisfaction or attraction. I'm sort of reading this as if it's the same as, like, compatibility. Traits. Who are you in love? Define who your Sims are in romantic situations using 2 new traits. Okay, so we do have a couple new traits. A love bug is someone who is especially enthusiastic about finding love, whereas a Sim who is romantically reserved will take longer to build relationships. Each new trait comes with new interactions for your Sims. Okay, what about the romance skill? God, there's so many notes here. So many. Learn to be an excellent partner in this 10-level skill. Oh wait, I read that as better at woohooing. Sims who are well versed in the skill will be better at wooing dates. New perks are unlocked at every level, and at level 10 your Sim will have an aura of flirtiness, which will give Sims around them flirty moodlets. That's kind of like the same as having that reward trait though from the reward store. I feel like if you've already maxed out your romance at level 3, there wouldn't be any point in buying that reward trait where you can hit people with the Cupid's bow and it makes them all really flirty. Even teen Sims can practice this skill, with other teens only, obviously, to prepare for a lifetime of love. And it looks like we've got some information about the new aspiration. Sims with the Romantic Explorer aspiration will take a broad view of romance and will want to experience it all. They're interested in dating, but they're also interested in day-to-day expressions of love. Sims with the Paragon Partner aspiration have a more focused goal, building happy relationships with more than one partner. Oh, could this be a little bit of polyamory, perhaps? That's how it's reading to me, like this is going to be polyamory. Oh, that would be fantastic. I could pick up again where I left off with my throuple, and I wouldn't have to use mods for it. Brilliant idea. And then a bit of information about the career, the Romance Consultant career. Romance Consultant is a new 10-level career that branches into matchmaking and couples therapy. Progressing through this off-screen career has rewards that include heart-shaped office decor and the following interactions: give unsolicited love advice, gush about love, share relationship satisfaction tips, and propose potential match. Okay, so out of those, I think proposed potential match is the only one that's useful. Everything else I think we can already do in slightly different forms. You can gush about partner already, you can give love life advice already. So I think potential match is probably the only useful interaction there. Okay, what else do we have? Is that someone dressed as a fireman? This is a good insight into some of the decor that we're gonna get. I like the tiger print wallpaper. I feel like Don Lothario is going to get a lot of action when this pack comes out. I feel like everyone's going to want to play as Don Lothario. Okay, and then the final couple of notes. Lovely lots, meet and mingle. Singles Hangout is a new lot trait which will draw in single sims. Perfect if you're on the lookout for love. We're going to have 13 new lots across 3 new neighbourhoods. There are 2 penthouses, okay, a vacation rental, a park, a gym, a sultry nightclub and a charming lounge. Do we need a gym? Do we need another gym? It better be a very special gym to have that make the cut of the very limited amount of lots we're going to get. I guess maybe it'll be like a sexy gym or something. And then finally, venue interactions, flirt around town. Sims who are out on the town will have new ways to attract or connect with potential partners depending on where they are. Sims at the gym might show off fitness. Sims at the museum can view art together. Sims who are out in nature at the park or beach can watch the sky or view the stars together. And there's even a new seductive dance for the bar, nightclub or lounge. Okay. I mean, I am excited about this pack, but this particular bit, again, kind of looks a bit repetitive. I'm sure you can already show off muscles at the gym. And you can view art together if you're, like, in a group. And we can already cloud gaze or stargaze. Maybe it'll be a different interaction. Who knows? But yeah. Those are the extra updates that have come since I first made this video. Let me know what you think in the comments. But for now, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. You know I love it when you do that. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.